Said well, Mr. Kev.
We could curse on here, right?
Try not to.
Power 98.
Okay.
Like,
I was just making sure. 'Cause,
syndicated.
sometimes how you just slip it and
Yeah,
slip
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Okay, but all right.
Just take your time, process the question.
Okay.
And then, you know what I mean?
What's good? It's your boy Barry, the host. Another Friday. Elites Connected, man. We here. I got two special guests with me. I got my girl,
Passion with 3 S's.
and I got the big dog in the building with me.
Diallo, Major Music, one half of the CEO.
Word. That's dope, man. I'm honored to have y'all here. I love, meeting new people and understanding their story and where they came from. So I think it's dope, man. I read your bio. I seen a lot of great things that, you got going on and things that, inspired you in regards to your music. So tell us a little bit about you. Where you from?
Well, I am from D.C., but I moved to the Carolinas. So born in D.C., but Carolinas raised me.
Oh, word. So
Yeah.
when did you move down here?
I was like 6 or 7.
Oh, word. So what part of North Carolina did you come from? Did you move to?
Oh, Charlotte.
Oh, so you moved from D.C. straight to Charlotte?
Yep.
Word. So I seen that you had a lot of different influences when it comes to, your music. I seen you had Queen Latifah. You had a lot of different people. So talk a little bit about your music and how they influenced you.
They influenced me because they just show woman empowerment, because a lot of times they're frowned upon. So it's
Right.
like they have the confidence to come out and, do what they do, show their talent, express their feelings, and, they just gain a whole bunch of love from that.
Right. Like,
Yeah.
and I feel that because I feel like nowadays, it's going more towards, music being like when women are making tracks nowadays, I feel like it's a lot more empowering. Like, you got your people who, well, I'm not going to say just men, but you have your people who feel their ways and feel insecure about a lot of the music that women make nowadays. But I feel like it's dope that, that's what women need to be empowered. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Sometimes it takes a little bit of telling yourself that you're beautiful and everything like that. But I was talking with your manager, man. Shout out to my dog, D. What made you want to do music?
Honestly, he brought it to my attention, him and Vance. They was just like, yo, you got the look, you should rap. And I'm like, rap?
Mhm.
At first I was into the modeling, the acting. I really wasn't thinking about I'm rapping. So,
Mhm.
when they brought it to me, I was like, you know what I got to lose? Let me just try it. And then, like, once I started actually doing it, I
Mhm.
fell in love with it. And I'm like, yo, this is something I really want to do. I really like doing.
So let me ask you this. Your first time you walked in the studio and it was your first time recording your track, how did it make you feel? Like, what did you feel like when you was recording your first track?
I was like, is that me?
Right.
Like, I sound like that? Like,
It was
exciting.
surprising. Like,
Surprising.
also, like, you just had a lot of different feelings going on as well.
Yeah.
So tell me how y'all two met.
Literally, she was on set for a video we were shooting for the song Aaliyah, and we had some mutuals. And honestly, we had a session one day, and she popped up with some other people, and so she was like super interested, like, how does this work? Or just like I could tell she was studying.
Right.
Shout out to Willie Frank too, because he most definitely did her first record, Sugar Daddy, and he was the person who like co-signed it after I kind of told him like, yo, I think she might have that it kind of factor, like that sound when I heard her voice. And then the biggest thing was she was listening. So it's easy when you got a good student.
Right.
That makes sense.
Right. She came in with a great,
Yeah.
she came in willing to learn
Yeah.
music and learn the game.
And still like that.
Right. That's dope. That's dope. And I know that's dope to hear somebody that's close to you say. So I'm curious about the acting because, you know what I'm saying? Nowadays, it's like, acting it's not like something that a lot of people want to do. Typically, people want to do music or they want to do just regular content, little sketches, thing like that. So what made you want to act? Like, I can see you have the personality for acting. So are you still into acting or
Yeah,
what?
I still am. I don't know. I just have that like creative mind. Like I like to write too. I used to write my own short stories and stuff. And
Oh,
like, I
word.
used to have people read them. They be like, "Yo, like that is really good."
That's dope.
It's just all about using like your imagination really, and just being able to, I don't know, just create special stories.
So let me ask you this. Do you feel like with that approach, like, you know what I'm saying, with, like you said, short stories, do you feel like you take that same approach into writing your own music? Like, do you write your own music?
Actually, JD writes my music.
Oh, word.
Yeah, we come together. He
Right. Go ahead.
yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you good. Yeah, so like we come together. I tell him my ideas. He tell me his ideas, and we just put it together.
Right. So y'all collaborate,
Right.
basically.
Yeah.
Right. That's dope, man. I really feel like that's dope. So I feel like this. He was telling me that, you're a newer artist. So how does it feel like, you know what I'm saying, being up and coming and trying to figure out your own lane, figure out your sound, figure out, you know what I'm saying, your own style? How does it feel like really trying something new?
Mixed emotions. Like, it's exciting, overwhelming sometimes. Like, I know, got to be focused, dedicated, and I am all of that. So I just feel like if, I just stay on the right track, and I'd be good.
So who, aside from the people that you mentioned, who would you say your major influences like in your everyday life? Like the people that, you know what I'm saying, give you a lot of love and support in regards to, pushing you forward and keeping you going? Because, of course, you need those people to tell you, keep going. So who would you say those people are that inspire you or influence you?
I say my family.
Word.
For sure. Yeah, they're always supportive. Like, they always telling me to, like, go hard and all that. And even JD, like, he's like, stay focused, do what you got to do. Like, he always pushing me. So that's another reason why I just, make sure I'm always good, because I have a whole team behind me. So
Right.
I got to go hard. No matter
So
what.
I'm glad you said something about your team, because I was about to get to that next. So how do you feel about your team? Like, being that it's new and, you know what I'm saying, it's something that you walk into. How do you feel about, like, working with a team and having different people? Like, you might make a track and you feel good about it, but they tell you, oh, no, this is, this might not be this or this might not be that. How does that make you feel?
I mean, I'm always open to, different ideas. I take constructive criticism very well, so it's really nothing, They give their ideas, like I said, I give mine, and, of course, we might have some disagreements here and there, but it's just like, at the end of the day, we always come together and
Right.
make it happen.
So with like I said, just talking about the music and talking about, you know what I'm saying, what you're doing, what are some major events or things that you've done so far in your career, being that is, pretty early? What would be something that you say is like, I feel like everybody has that moment where you like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing? Like, what was that moment for you?
Honestly, when I first stepped foot in the studio, like, it just felt like I was supposed to be in there.
Right.
So ever since then, I just kept going. Like, I didn't want to stop. I don't want to stop.
Right.
Something I really want to do.
We were chopping it up a little bit, and we were talking about how, like, he was saying that you're the third member of the City Girls, which I respect, right? You're the third member of the City Girls. So what, you know what I'm saying? That music is kind of, it's like, it's more of a, you know what I'm saying, different stroke, different folks. Some people
Right.
might like it, some people don't. So what made you want to choose that lane in regards to your music?
I just feel like it fits my personality. I'm always ready to be lit, have fun,
Right.
like, turn up. But I'm also, like, big on women empowerment too. So when it comes to uplifting other women and even like the younger generations, like telling them whatever they want to do, they can do if they just put their mind to it and believe in themselves. And that's really all it is to it.
Right. And I can see why he said, like, you have, like, I feel like with an artist, like, some people might be good at music, but, they might be a little shy, a little bit inconfident.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's different things that you need to have as an artist. And I can see why he said that you have the artistry down packed, then the modeling and everything. So how many people do you feel like are influenced by you, or do people ever tell you that they're influenced by you?
A lot of people, even people older than me, and that's what really, like, makes me happy. It makes me want to go harder, because it's like I'm, influencing everybody.
Right.
A lot of women, like I said, older than me, younger than me, so it just makes me want to do more and
Right.
all that I can do.
Right. Okay. So let's slow it down. We dove into the music. We kind of got a good idea of that. Let's go to your early life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What was it like for you growing up?
Spoiled.
Spoiled.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You had both parents in the crib?
Yeah, both my mom and my dad.
We're both in the crib?
Yeah.
High school, how was your high school life? Did you play any sports? Were you always this creative, or is it more so something that you grew into?
No, I was always creative. Like, I'd be in class, like, just writing short stories. Sometimes I even write rhymes. Like, it was just whatever was into my mind at that moment. So I've always been into, like, just being in the entertainment industry is just
Right.
something I always wanted to do.
Right, and I can see that you have a very strong personality, and a lot of people, like, can feed off of that. Like, I don't know you. We have not talked about this. Let me ask you this. Are you like the type of person that's like the life of the party? Like, when you walk in, people feed off of you?
All eyes on me when I walk in.
Right.
That's how it's supposed to be, though.
Right, it is. Nah, it is. So let me ask you, all right, so talk a little bit about your music. Talk about your early life. You got both of your parents at home. Your friends. You have any best friends, any friends out here, or, anybody that, that you talk to when you, like, say you're having a day where you're not necessarily feeling the best, or, one of those? Do you have people like that in your corner
Oh,
as
yeah,
well?
of course. Yeah, they're always ready. I do got one best friend. I'm not sure if you know him, but shout out to Hustle Man. That's like my best friend.
Hustle, man, you talking about no cap in my
No
city?
cap in my city. That's my best
Tonio?
Tonio. That's my best friend. Like, man.
Tonio's a very solid dude, man. And the one thing I respect about Tonio is he did it his way. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he took, because everybody knows how Tonio, like, he started popping in Charlotte. He came, you know what I'm saying, like, with, like, it was basically a rent, and then he turned that and turned it into business. So that's super dope that, you know what I'm saying, that's one of the people that you reach out to. But what we about to do is we about to go ahead and jump into your first track. What's the name of your track, my girl?
Sugar Daddy.
So we about to go ahead and get that popping.
Major music.
Oh yes, hoes.
He my sugar daddy. I ain't a thought, I ain't a bop. Sugar daddy. Yeah, I love my new watch. Sugar daddy. Deposit 7 days a week. Sugar daddy. You know my time ain't free. Rent, car, pay for the year. Vacation, shopping, get a new one every year. Girl, look in the mirror, don't let no boy smash. I'm all about the money, I'm a hustler with class. I'm a boss, bitch, I got class, I got ass. My time costs Rick, now run me my cash. Teach me something, buy me something, keep me stunting. His daughter hating on me like I ain't the shit or something. Purple passion, break your daddy down like fraction. This movie rated R, sex, violence, and action. I make him feel young when I'm riding on his tongue. Your mama number 2, cuz bitch, I'm number 1. She be lazy with it, I go crazy with it. Don't leave a drop, I'm so patient with it. We can do things when I get a new range. Teach your old dog new tricks to give me new brains. My sugar daddy, I ain't a thought, I ain't a bop. Sugar daddy, yeah, I love my new watch. Sugar daddy, deposit 7 days a week. Sugar daddy, you know my time ain't free. Oh, you mad, ho? That's your big bro? Pop the p***y to the sky like a 6'4". You want that passion, baby? We got that action, baby. All my dogs trained, so they ain't clashing, baby. We take trips to the bank and the ATM. He paid for all of my sections and bottles for friends. Text him, pull up, come get this fresh wax. He told her my job need me and I'll be right back. Garage go up, I know he coming in. You been a good sugar daddy, so I bought a friend. See, I'm stress free and I'm debt free. Leave the icing on the space until next week. He my sugar daddy. I ain't a thought, I ain't a bop. Sugar daddy. Yeah, I love my new watch. Sugar daddy. Deposit 7 days a week. Sugar daddy. You know my time ain't free. Sugar daddy. Sugar daddy. Sugar daddy. Sugar daddy. Sugar daddy. Sugar daddy. Sugar daddy.
Yeah, that was Sugar Daddy by my girl Passsion. That's crazy. So what was your influence for that song? What like made you want to do that track?
I fell in love with the record, and I was just like, you know what? Let me just vibe out to it. So that's basically what it was.
That's where you say your energy came from for that
Yeah,
song, vibing out to it. So
definitely.
who produced the track for you?
Bands.
Bands?
Like Bands. Shout out to him.
He out here in Charlotte? Oh, word. That's what's up. Shout out to him. That's dope. My boy JD was just telling me that that's a track that's popping on social media. So how will you feel your social media presence is? And like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, that's, you know, being into music, that's something pretty new for you. How would you feel like, you know, basically having to put yourself out there more? You know what I'm saying? How does that make you feel?
Well, like I've always been into social media, so I feel like that really wasn't like a big thing. So
Right.
I just felt like I just had to do more than what I was doing, but it was easy.
Right, but you, like, I feel like, so, you know, your manager's from New York, so it's like back then it was more of a, if you was dope and you can rap and you can do all this, you can directly walk up on, like, somebody that's running a label or one of these business owners, and you could spit and get signed off of that. But nowadays it's more of a numbers game. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, you could be nice, but say you got 3 likes, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's
Right.
going to take that serious. So how do you feel about, like, the numbers and, like, you know what I'm saying, the streams and all of that being more so how the music business is run today?
I just feel like it's who you know. Like it just depends on
Right.
who's watching. You know, not everybody is actually gonna like comment, but as long as they're watching and they hit you up, like it could just be in a DM. It don't have to be like on your page.
Right.
As long as they recognize you and you know give you your flowers, then that's really all that matters.
Right. And I think that's a dope mindset to have, because you have a lot of people that's out here that's doing music for all the wrong reasons. I feel like, well, I can't speak on anybody's behalf and say what reason they're doing music, but you have a lot of people doing music just off the strength of like not really wanting to do music, but just wanting to, you know what I'm saying, have some type of clout or
Right.
anything off of that. So what would you say your sole purpose is right now in doing music?
I would say is, you know, just to, like I said, just to show all the females, like, you can be what you want to be. You just got to put your mind to it. You got to have the right people around you, because if you don't got the right people behind you, then you're not going to really succeed in what you want to do.
Right. You have to, it's very important in the music business to have the right people behind you and have the right people marketing you and all this. And that leads me into my next question with marketing. So how would you say you market yourself? Or what would be a practice that you use marketing yourself? Like something to make people, you know what I'm saying? It's like basically buy into you.
I would just say my personality per se, you know, like I'm very open-minded, so, you know, when it comes to like promotions, I'm with whatever, you know, as
Right.
long as it's like in like something that I'm really like genuinely wanting to do.
Right. Do you feel like do you have like people on your team that promotes and markets your music for you?
Definitely.
Or do you more so do it yourself? Do you run your own social media?
Yeah, I do.
You do run your own social
But I
media?
also have help with.
Right, like with different
Yeah.
things. And
Mhm.
so one question I want to ask you, I feel like every artist has that one thing they want to do, like if it's perform at Rolling Loud or, you know, go to the Barclays, whatever. What is one thing, like one goal you're setting for yourself in regards to an artist that you want to do?
Make it to the BT Awards.
Wow. Right.
Want to make it there.
And you will, and and I feel like that's a great, you know what I'm saying, milestone or something, a goal to set for yourself, because I mean, if you're shooting for the clouds, and I'm saying, if you fall short of that, you're gonna land on the stars type deal. So I feel like like I said, that's a great goal. But we're really about to go ahead and get into your next track. What was your next track again?
It is called Henny.
Word. So we about to go ahead and get that going real quick.
Major music. I got that hit in my system. Go deep, cause you know that I'm a freak. Somebody about to be my victim. Face down, ass up, soaking up the sheets. I got that hit in my system. Go deep, cause you know that I'm a freak. Somebody about to be my victim. Face down, ass up, soaking up the sheets. Rule number 1, put your face in it. Rule number 2, don't play with it. I got my hand on his head, soaking up the bed. About to bust, like an AK with it. My nigga head is a must. Don't play good, he saves lives. With a K, eat it till I bust. On your face, arms up, good, like I won first place. Passion, whole lot of pressure. Legs wide, just slide. My on the dresser. Niggas with a bag, make my pussy wet. He so good, I'ma bring a I got that hit in my system. Go deep, cause you know that I'm a freak. Somebody about to be my victim. Face down, ass up, soaking up the sheets. I got that hit in my system. Go deep, cause you know that I'm a freak. Somebody about to be my victim. Face down, ass up, soaking up the sheets. Treat it like a trampoline, watch that jump. Treat him like an ATM before I gotta come. Tell your ex, step or shut up. I'm a keeper. He ran out of when I told him go deep. Not once, not twice, 3 times if he hit it right. I will, she might, but like a pedal bike. Freak off the Henny, yeah, I'm a cancer. My bedroom's the VIP, I'm his favorite dancer. I keep his balls on my head like a mistletoe. Pop up in your dreams like you miss me, ho. I go in on it like corn on the cob. I'm nice on this mic, podcast, the blog. I got that hit in my system. Go deep, cause you know that I'm a freak. Somebody about to be my victim. Face down, ass up, soaking up the sheets. I got that hit in my system. Go deep, cause you know that I'm a freak. Somebody about to be my victim. Face down, ass up, soaking up the sheets.
Freaked out, ain't you, girl? It's like-
Can't
I'm playing. But so let me ask you this, right? So with that song, we can just what would you say your influence was for that song?
Henny.
Henny. Oh, so you was turned off the Henny that night when you made
Off
this?
the Henny.
Wow, that's dope. So with you, being an artist, you figuring it out, doing this, you're in your own. So how would you say that, figuring out your lane and figuring out your own way with this music? How is it for you? Like, how is that process?
Um, it can be challenging at times, because I just be wanting to vibe in my own lane. I don't want to be like anybody else. I just want to be Passion. That's who I want to be. So,
Right.
As long as everybody else can accept that, then we good.
Right. Like you said, you want to be authentic and be
Right,
yourself.
Definitely.
I feel like you said, the music is, I feel like, just being real, that's, that's more tailored towards women, like you said, and it's more for women's empowerment. I really feel like, you know what I'm saying, that's just what it is in this generation. Like, it's more, I feel like it's more sexy, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's more so to make women want to feel sexy and make them, you know what I'm saying, look at themselves in the mirror and feel good about themselves.
Yeah.
So with you being like, you know what I'm saying, one of the leaders doing that, how do you feel about yourself?
I love myself.
Right.
I'm very confident in myself, and I feel like it always starts there, because if you don't feel confident in yourself, nobody else is going to. If you don't feel like you're beautiful, nobody else is going to.
Right.
It's all about the inside.
So now we're going away from the music and we're going to more into you as a person. So what are some practices, like, say your biggest fan is listening right now, which she probably is. What are some practices that you have behind closed doors for yourself that keeps you, feeling strong and feeling confident mentally, physically, whatever?
I'm a spiritual person, so I do have like a spiritual book, and I do read that all the time. I pray, and I just try to stay in a positive mindset at all times.
Right. So you said that you're, and like I said, these are more so questions for people who really want to know you. You said that you're spiritual. So what are some forms of like practice that you do in regards to your spirituality, or is there a specific religion that you practice, or?
Well, I'm a Christian.
Okay.
So I do read the Bible.
Right.
When I can, of course. I do go to church.
Right.
I've grown up with that, so it's like it's natural.
Right.
I'm always praying.
I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I feel like that's very dope in regards to, you know what I'm saying, just being able to be a diverse person. You know what I'm saying? You got some people who, they play roles out here, you know what I'm saying? They're fabricated and they're trying to more so, tailor themselves and worry about what other people think. So let me ask you this. With you making the music like that you make, of course, there are going to be a lot of strong opinions in regards to it. How does that make you feel, like, knowing that, you know what I'm saying, some people might have a strong opinion in regards to your music?
Right. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I'm still going to do what Passion wants to do.
Right.
And I know who I am deep down inside, so.
Right. And the reason I ask that is because that, like, is something that's very real. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got, like, a lot of nowadays, you hear a lot of parents say, oh, what about the kids and what about the, up under you? So how do you feel about the kids and, like, people up under you that are younger than you but that'll look up to you? How do you feel about that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Parents saying, oh, like, say, you're going to get to a point where a lot of people are going to be watching you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And parents are going to feel away like, oh, she's doing this, that, and the third about the kids. So how do you feel about, you know what I'm saying, inspiring kids and the generation up under you?
Well, I always want to give back to the community. So one of my biggest things that I wanted to do was, go to different elementary schools and interact with them, high schools, middle schools, just show them, like, I'm still here for you guys too. Like, yeah, I make the music that I make, but I can also do it for y'all as well.
Right, like, you're more, like, you're basically, you would say you're for the people, right?
Definitely.
So let me ask you this. What are some things that you have coming up in regards to, you know what I'm saying, events for the community, or more so, like, just events that you have, music, whatever? Like, what do you have? What's next for Passion?
So, can I say it? It's a race car event that we got coming up.
Okay.
I'll be performing out there.
What's the dates? Where is it?
They're not set. Are they set?
We still waiting on the.
Oh, y'all still waiting on the logistics
yeah.
in regard to that. But you said you got a NASCAR event that you're about to be performing at.
Yeah.
So who are some dope artists in Charlotte that you've met or collaborated with, or, you know what I'm saying, bumped into, or do you have any people in Charlotte that you?
Right now, I'm just focusing on me, and then in the future, when it gets to that point, then we'll go that route.
Is there any artists in Charlotte that you know of?
No.
Oh, because you just get this, and that's completely fine. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't want to say the music scenes out here is pretty, dry, but I just feel like it's more of a I'm cooler than you and I'm doing this more than you type, you know what I'm saying, situation. So I really do, you know what I'm saying, respect the fact that you coming in, you diving in head first and you going hard. You're not worried about any type of perceptions. And like I said, we definitely got to run it back year, months from now. Once you know what I'm saying, you're in your bag, like you're really in your bag and you know, it's down the road. But like I said, I really respect the fact that you're doing something new. You're stepping into a lane. It's something that it takes you out your comfort zone and you doing it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm glad that y'all pulled up. We chopped it up today. We had a great.
Already.
Where can they find you at? Like, what are your Instagram? You got any other, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at It's Passion, PASSSIONN. I do have a Snapchat. I'm more on Instagram right now.
Yeah, Snapchat.
Yeah,
I mean, what about? Do you have a Twitter, YouTube page, anything?
I do, but I don't really use that right now. I'm gonna get better with that though. I am. I'm gonna get better. I promise.
Right.
But right now, I'm just really on Instagram.
So, do you have any videos or any content out right now where people can go stream your videos?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And your music, your songs, where can they go download your songs at?
Apple Music, Spotify.
Tidal, Amazon, on every digital music platform.
So they can go get you on every platform.
Yeah.
Platform.
Word.
Be right up there.
Well, Passion, I appreciate you. I learned a lot about you here today. I understand. You're a different human, but I respect it, and I'm
Thank you.
like I said, with your journey, I'm definitely gonna be tapped in. I'm definitely gonna follow you on the gram and everything, and I'm looking forward to see, you know, what the future holds for you. You know what I'm saying? So it's another episode of Least Connected. It's your boy Barry, the host, man, and we out.